Francine, for years we've heard about congressional pork barrel spending. Now we're hearing about secret earmarks. What's the difference between pork barrel spending and secret earmarks?
Well, pork barrel spending is a term we've used for a long time for the money that members of Congress bring back to their constituents and back to their districts. But secret earmarks are something different. This allows members of Congress to go in and write in very specific spending for specific projects without any oversight or accountability. This is something different. And that money is taxpayer money that's being spent for political favors or for projects without any accountability or oversight. It's abusing the system, and this has to stop.
Francine, this has probably been going on since the days of George Washington. Why is it different now? What's so important about the secret earmarks?
Well, because it's exploded. It's become business as usual. In the past 10 years, we've gone from 1,400 earmarks to 14,000 earmarks in the last budget. This is totaling over $47 billion in earmarks. And just to give you an example, in 1987, President Reagan vetoed a highway bill, a transportation bill, because it had 152 earmarks. He knew that was wrong. But the last transportation bill had over 6,000 earmarks. And this is doing a disservice to the taxpayers of this country.
Are there any other examples that stand out there in terms of gross projects?
Probably one of the most famous examples is the Bridge to Nowhere. This is a bridge that costs over $200 million, that's almost as big as the Golden Gate Bridge, that goes to an island in Alaska to serve 50 people. It's a waste of taxpayer dollars, it's abuse, and this is the kind of thing that is going on now as business as usual with anonymous earmarks and earmarking.
If these secret earmarks are bringing money back to our district, what's wrong with that?
Well, Congress has always distributed money, but they've distributed it broadly for purposes like transportation or education or defense. And then it was up to the local agencies to really distribute that money based on merit through grants and competitive contracting processes. Now, with congressmen sending earmarked money back for projects, it is not going necessarily for the best services at the best cost. And Cunningham was a perfect example of that. He was funneling hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars for services that the Pentagon didn't even want or need.
Lobbyists have been around for a long time. What can we do to change the system?
We have to change this pay-to-play system. In the past 6 years, we've gone from about 1,400 lobbying firms to 4,000 lobbying firms. There are now 30,000 lobbyists who are the gatekeepers of taxpayer dollars. It's a veritable earmark factory, and you can't change the system until you change the players. Mr. Bilbray has been a lobbyist. He is part of this system, and that's why it's important for me to go back to Congress. And my Clean House plan is a first step toward putting that wall between members of Congress and lobbyists. We have to change this system for the benefit of the taxpayers, for the benefit of the common good and the integrity of our government and our country.